Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 3. Here today on the channel, we're going to be starting a brand new campaign as House Reyne. We're going to be playing as Roger Reyne on the Ninepenny King scenario. We're going to try and get back the Valyrian Steel Sword, Red Rain, and ultimately overthrow the Lannisters to become the Lords of the Westerlands. So, if you'd like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. Alright, let's get stuck into the campaign. So, Lord Roger Reyne, the Red Lion, 24 Marshal, bunch of prowess. We've got a daughter we can marry off to, and then we have Leffords allied with us. We've also got the Tarbecks too. So there's a fair few options with this house. We'll try and find alliances elsewhere, but ultimately we want to try and undermine and overthrow the Lannisters and not allow Tywin to destroy our house. So, bunch of reigns here. We've even got a House Brax alliance. My sister is married to the Tarbeck, so let's not have the destruction of House Tarbeck and ultimately House Reyne. So basically, canonically, due to Tywin's father being quite weak, House Reyne grew in influence and ultimately rebelled against the Lannisters. Tywin then firstly went to House Tarbeck, destroyed them, and then he actually flooded House Reyne's castle that was converted into a silver mine. So I'm just trying to think how we can influence House Lannister here, because Tywin's weak father, Titus the Toothless, now rules. So we might be able to invite Kevin to House Reyne's lands, and maybe we can make him my guardian, so we might be able to drive a wedge between Tywin and Kevin. Aegon the Unlikely sits the Iron Throne. Then it'll be Aerys, then Rhaegar too, so we might be able to marry into that line. But at the moment, if Roger doesn't throw, we should be able to overthrow the Lannisters. If we can start this war against Titus early, the Toothless, that'd be great. He's 37, and he's not the most healthy. I do have a wife at the moment, so I can't marry Cersei. Jenna is betrothed. Or maybe Cersei actually isn't born yet, potentially. We are using canonical characters, so Jaime, Tyrion, and Cersei will turn up. Alright, so here are our lands and titles. We can probably give out one of them to one of my siblings or sons. So let's go with Marshal. It's currently, what, 24? Now we go with Strategic Focus. It jumps up to a whopping 27. So Tywin ultimately gets to a Marshal around about 40, 35 when he becomes of age. So we want to try and, well, get rid of him as quickly as possible. We could even do a plot against him, potentially. We're going to go with the Warrior there to increase our Marshal. And potentially melees will turn up too at some point. Now, House Reyne did support the blackfyres at one point, but I think I might sort of stand with the Targaryens. Unless Melees has a dragon, that might change things. So, first main objective of this series, overthrow the Lannisters, take Casterly Rock, you know the gist, become Lords of the West, and then I suppose we have to go to war with the Greyjoys, because, is it House Harlaw? Yeah, I think they have Red Rain. They stole it from us. So we can go to war with Tyrosh and some... Oh, we actually can go after House Clegane here. Interesting. Okay. Maybe bringing 700 soldiers might be a good idea. Okay, I've got my daughter here. So who should we marry her to? She's 22. Oh, we could marry her to Doran Martell. Well, that's just going to get us 24,000 spears to help us. So maybe we do that. Once again, the Martells trying to have influence in the Westerlands. There was, wasn't potentially Doran betrothed to Cersei at one point? Because you forget in the books that the Martells spent quite some time in the Westerlands at one point. Okay, so we've got Hoster Tully's father here, Edmund, and he has a sister, so we could marry potentially into House Tully too, bringing the Riverlands on side. It might just be that a little bit quicker. So the Paper Lion here, Lord Titus the Weak is asking for coin. So Lord Tywin and Ellen will be affected. Okay, so basically we're going to refuse and not give him anything. So I can actually pay 2,500 gold, but no, we're going to continue to hoard our wealth, and we will not be subjugated to the Toothless Lion, who is quite sickly at the moment too. Okay, so we've made an alliance with House Martell and with House Tully, so that's pretty much GG's once we call them. That's nearly, what, 50,000 soldiers? And then the 7,000 there. So it's going to be hard for the Lannisters to stop us ultimately overthrowing them. Let's set up our men-at-arms too, as we are one of the richest lords in the Westerlands. We can absolutely increase our men-at-arms. It's going to be worth it. And I don't know if we can... we do have some onagers there. But let's just increase our armoured foot knights under Lord Roger Reyne, the Red Lion. I do quite like the Sigil of the Rains. The grey backed to Red Lion. I like the inversion of it. Looks more like the coat of arms in Edinburgh. Okay, so slowly but surely building up. So Faith of the Seven, yep. We're of one of the ancient firstman houses too, so we've slightly got too many here, so I guess I give it to one of my second sons, so we're not hoarding titles. So we've got Sir Robert Reyne there, who is second in line. I suppose we negotiate an alliance with my son technically, even though we should be loyal. So Lord Kevin has arrived at Castle Castamere, and then maybe he'll help us go against his brother. Okay, so there's Robert Clegane. Interesting. Then there's his father. So Sandor isn't born. Okay, well, let's go against House Clegane and ultimately try and undermine Titus. We're not going to need to call in our allies, the Martells or the Tullys, just yet. But having 7,000 soldiers cross just outside the gates of Casterly Rock and Lannisport is surely going to start disrupting things here in the Westerlands. So we're going to try and besiege Clegane Keep and then ultimately take it for ourselves, which is going to give us another 700 soldiers in the Westerlands. And we're going to be able to farm some traits here now. We have one. And can I take any hostages? No. Alright, so Clegane Keep has been sieged and taken, and we're going to be able to give it to one of my family members. Sir Reynard Reyne. Sure, you'll have it. One of my cousins or uncles of the distant Reyne line, and that's going to nearly get us 700 soldiers. Eventually, once the war breaks out, we might be able to round that up to another 1,000, so the more soldiers, the merrier. We're going to need it, because you never know. Tywin or Titus and the Lannisters might side with some other houses in Westeros. It's not going to be easy to overthrow them. Okay, so can we straight up war deck him? So we can go for our independence straight away. Do we want to do that? Make our lands free and independent, and then what, we like fabricate a claim over Casterly Rock, because we don't have a claim for it or the Westerlands just yet. We could petition the king to say, hey, we are the rightful rulers. Maybe we need to start taking more key territory. We can fabricate claims, of course. Well, we're in a pretty good spot here now. Titus is still alive. I don't want Tywin to come of age beforehand. I'd rather fight this war against Titus. So let's do our war of independence and not do it when Tywin rocks up. We've got the Martells, the Tullys, and Leffords and Tarbecks on our side. So we're going to declare a independence war. So ultimately what we want to do is stop the reigns of Castamere happening before Tywin gets involved. Okay, so the Dornish are going to come and help, as potentially they might have a half Martell on the throne at some point. Same with the Tullys too. We might be able to give them some border territory. Okay, so we're going to be outnumbered here quite quickly by nearly 20,000 Lannisters. So we've only got 7,000. We're going to try and flee into the Riverlands quickly. Oh no, we've been intercepted. Oh no, no, wait. Oh no, one of my family members. My brother, actually. Reynard Reyne was slain by Tywin in single combat. Oh no. But the Tullys are going to come in to help. The end of night tutelage. So Kevin has now left. But we could potentially imprison him. Oh, we're going to get active tyranny though. So he's gone back. I guess there was an opportunity for us to imprison him. But he's at Castamere, so he's not going to be able to help his brother or his father. Okay, so we've managed to win there. Let's move to Casterly Rock 2. So there's going to be a couple of stages of this war, I suppose. So let's siege out the castle on the outskirts. Let's try and weaken the Lannisters. We might even be able to raise Kevin up to maybe overthrow his brother. Because Tywin is the one we ultimately fear, I suppose. Okay, let's move back up here and engage the Lannister army again. In this alternative timeline, the River Lords are helping us out quite extensively. Nicely done. Okay, let's pull further back. Oh, but Titus the Toothless is no more. And is that the end of the war? Maybe. Okay, so Tywin is now the Lord, and now we are a free and independent realm in the Westerlands. We do not have to pay taxes to Tywin. Our debt has been wiped, so he is no longer our liege lord. However, Aegon, who sits the Iron Throne, is. Okay, so this is the first stage. Now Tywin is of age. Now unfortunately we can't war again. So we're going to have to skip a little bit ahead before we can do this second war. Let's try and rearrange some of these. I think we can find a better Castellan for Castamere. So we're going to have to wait 3 years before we can go against Tywin again. Maybe fabricate a claim. But what we can do in the meantime is go after the Greyjoys and reclaim our lost House Valyrian sword, Red Reyne. Okay, I'm just going to go through these now. Alright, well, because we can't go to war with Tywin for another 3 years, so we're going to get some really bad traits, we're going to go against the Ironborn. We're going to be going against Quellan Greyjoy, the Red Kraken, as his vassals, the Drummonds, have my ancient Valyrian steel sword, Red Reyne. So we're going to rally our men, plus the Tullys and the Martells. The Martells are just loyal, I suppose. The Tullys will want to try and deter Ironborn raids on their western seaboard, so they're always down to cut down the army. So we're going to land here in Pike, and we're going to go for a artifact war, so we can wield our Valyrian steel sword. So 44,000 here. Oh, and we just captured Quellan Greyjoy. So we're going to say, hey, we just want the sword. He's going to be like, hang on a minute, you like conquered us. Weakened us. This was all just for a Valyrian steel sword? Yes. Alright, well, that was not incredibly hard. To be fair, we did have 3 kingdoms against them. But now we have Red Reyne. Why is that not on our portrait? Maybe we need to go to the barber. But there we go. That's going to give us some fantastic traits. Prowess 2. So let's go to the scene, I suppose. And let's have a look at Red Reyne in our clutches. There should be like a specific one for Valyrian steel swords. So it'd be R. Red. Yeah, Red Reyne. Dual. Red Reyne. Oh, Red Reyne low looks cool. I think the high one though looks the best. So, we've got Red Rain back. Our Valyrian steel sword. It's still not really know how they got it, the Drummonds, but we've got it back now. Okay, so, we've actually been offered Master of Coin on the Small Council. That's pretty big, as King Aegon the Unlikely. Okay, so then Tywin's like, do you want to become an admiral? No. We've taken the Small Council position to Tywin. You're one of my loyal and devoted subjects. No. We are free and independent, technically. We're technically not a part of the Westerlands. A rock slide. Oh no, okay. Do have to be careful in Castamere, as most of the castle is built underground. Nigh impenetrable, but not to water. Okay, he's got his own sigil there. Upset local townsfolk. Okay. Yeah, the Rock's not so happy. We still swear fealty to Aegon. Oh no! I'm ill. My mortal body. Lord Roger Reyne, now 50. He is quite old. So rock slides and illness. And Waldron Tarbeck has now died. My sister, we can remarry. Do I marry them to one of my cousins? Sure, let's do that. Doesn't seem like we can marry her out. Still quite ill though. Having another faction leader might be difficult. Oh, the realm is at war. Lord Maelys the Monstrous is rebelling against them. So we got a couple options here. We can join Maelys because there was I think there was a Roger Reyne at one point who joined the Blackfyres. House Reyne, I think, tends to align with the Blackfyres more so than the the Targaryens, because they oppose the Lannisters, essentially. But we're probably going to stay out of this one, I think. Because, yeah, it seems like Aegon seems to... Well, actually, no. Tywin's our liege lord again. Oh, that's annoying. Because Aegon's forced it. Because I just can see it there. He says liege. So that's why. So maybe they forced me back under them after that independence war. So we will have to fabricate a claim to Casterly Rock. Reyne Remembrance. Oh yeah, here we go. Sir Rob Reyne. No, it wasn't Roger, it was Rob. So many names. So he sided with the Black Dragons. So no, we're not going to join Maelys. If you had a dragon, maybe. Oh, there's been a succession on the Iron Throne anyway. King Aegon has died. Jaehaerys II has now taken the throne. And then it goes Aerys and then Rhaegar. Okay, so the Martells are siding with them. Yeah, they've got nearly 25,000. To Maelys is 40,000, so we'll stay out of this one. Oh, and wait, Maelys lost, but they forgave him, or he escaped. Still waiting for the 3 years to lapse before we can go against Tywin again. But so far, doing incredibly well. Jaehaerys wants us to attend his coronation. Sure, we can do that. Yeah, Aerys, and then Rhaegar is currently 4. Can't marry one of my granddaughters to Rhaegar. That'd be ideal. Or maybe marry one of Aerys' children to Roger there. Oh, we could actually go with matrilineal, then someone would sit. So a Targaryen would sit? No. I think we'll try and marry into the Targaryen line if we can. It's always a cheat code. Wait, yeah, Rhaegar, intelligent and beautiful, nice. Because we don't want Cersei to marry Rhaegar. That would be GG's for the campaign, I would say. So let's marry into the Targaryen line where we can. So, new king, Jaehaerys sits the Iron Throne. Rhaegar's been betrothed too. So, this will be the line of succession, Kevin Rayne. And then we've got like the Tully line here too. Okay, so we can't like create a faction against Tywin for my claimant, because we can support someone else, but we haven't got a direct claim to the Westerlands. So maybe what we need to do is fabricate a claim on Casterly Rock. We're both old First Men houses. There must be some intermingling. Oh no, there was actually no. There's the house. There is a Lannister, but it's like a House Lannister. So Roger does have a little bit of Lannister blood. He's definitely a Westerman, true and true. So what we'll do is we'll fabricate this claim on Casterly Rock, then take it for ourselves, and then we should be able to usurp the title of Lord of the Westerlands. That's how we're going to do it. But there really should be like a mission to do it, because it just streamlines things. But this mod is still in early stages, I suppose. It's only going to take not too long to really progress anyway. Nice. So that's now done. Press my claim. Yes, all the Casterly Rock will be mine. So we can present it to them. No, we'll just like sit it there, because then we can just straight up war deck them. And if we can take Casterly Rock from Tywin, that would be massive for us. And the surrounding lands too. Okay, so the claim has been fabricated. And yep, we can just straight up claim that in Lannisport. Okay, so it's been 3 years. Tywin now sits in the Westerlands. We're going to use our fabricated claim, and we're going to call in the Tullys and the Martells too. So this is going to be our massive opportunity here to try and seize Casterly Rock for ourselves. But I think technically, because of a bargain, I guess, because you can't take the higher title, they will be still Lords of the Westerlands, which, if we are successful, won't really make much sense if Casterly Rock and Reyne is under our control. Okay, so once again, our 7,000 is going to be nowhere near enough. So we're going to move to our Tully allies, as my relative's now half Tully. Oh, we're actually fighting someone here. 7,000 versus 11, but it's... okay, it's not doing well. Tullys, save me! Yes! Never fear. The Muppets are here. Tywin the Red Lion. 14 Marshal. It's got a pretty cool coat of arms. Oh, but we've captured a Valyrian steel sword from House Janst. Pride. Cool. We might be able to give that to our heir, or maybe repurpose that. You'd repurpose it into like Valyrian steel armor, wouldn't you, or something? That'd be quite cool. So we've won our first war against Tywin now officially. And we're waiting for the Martells to show up. There's 26,000 just sitting outside Casterly Rock. So the Reynes being supported by the Martells and the Tullys. Nice. Let's knight you, and they are very much on the back foot now. So we are going to be able to seize the surrounding territory, which is massive. Bringing that all to our side. But at the end of the day, if we are successful, if Casterly Rock falls and House Reyne is sitting there, you're basically Lord Paramount of the Westerlands for all intents and purposes. So we might need to do a secondary war. Then we'll round them all up and destroy House Lannister. Like House Reyne was ultimately destroyed. They're extinct, along with the Tarbecks in the official timeline. Okay, let's continue against the small 4,000 Lannister force there. And now the Tullys and Martells will have a direct influence on Westerland politics. So let's siege Waynwood there. Going after Casterly Rock is going to take too long to siege. So now that we've crushed the army so much, maybe we just go around and try and take some of the surrounding territory in and around here. You can already see Tully and Martell forces splitting up. Riverlords and Martell spears doing well. Another 5,000 here. Okay, let's crush them again. We might get lucky and hit Tywin, but Roger Reyne, 36 command with his Valyrian steel sword, doing incredibly well against the Lannisters. Hopefully going to bring it down. House Reyne never pays their debts. Is that our motto now? Look at him with red rain there. Looks so sick. At 58 years of age too. Crikey. Dude's an absolute chad. So the more we can do with Roger, the better. Then we can allow Kevin Reyne to solidify the Westerlands, I suppose. But hopefully you are enjoying this different type of campaign series. I go back and forth with doing episodically released videos and then doing a full campaign with those parts at the end. Or should I just do one long episode but release it less frequently? I haven't decided just yet. But we're going to sit down here today and record a full series of House Reyne, and I want to see where it goes. They are holding up quite well here. They are bringing a lot of military forces over. I'm sure Jaehaerys II isn't too overly happy that, for all intensive purposes, the entirety of the Westerlands is in a full revolt. And knights and lords are fighting amongst themselves. The Martells, who kind of, but kind of aren't, a part of the Seven Kingdoms, are involved. And the Tullys, I would be pissed if I was King Jaehaerys. Okay, is there any more castles, smaller castles here that we can quickly take, like Cleaver Keep? Because it's only going to take a couple months to siege that. We've only got 3,000 here now. Oh wait, Jaehaerys has gone to war as well though. Looks like against SOC men. Okay. A lot of their lords are being captured. Can I take Cersei? Maybe, because canonically Jaime and Cersei are being born. No, I can't take Cersei. Because I could use her as a bargaining chip, maybe. Alright, so we've beaten Tywin. And we're going to take the lands of Casterly Rock and the surrounding lands. So Tywin has been bounced now to only 2 titles. I don't even know what he technically has. Oh, he's been pushed out into the outskirts in the Westerlands there. So technically he's still the Lord. Okay, because I guess you're not really meant to fabricate claims. It's more of a CK3 vanilla element, isn't it? But we've taken Lannisport and Casterly Rock. We've got a land bridge all the way down here. Like, look at this. And now we have access to an additional couple thousand soldiers. So he's taken territory here in the Greybacks by the look of it. But he still holds the title of Warden of the West and Lord of the Westerlands. We've got some new appointments there. But at this stage, you could call and say, hey, you are Warden of the West now, essentially. So we're going to have to wait a little bit before we can redeclare war upon him. We can negotiate an alliance. Oh, the Tarbeck woman married a Valyrian? Sure. We'll get that alliance done. House Valyrian's with us. Okay, so we can grant some of these titles now for smaller keeps, like Pendrick Hill. We don't need that. Pendragon? Sir Roland died. Must have... Oh, no, he was ill. Okay. Yeah, maybe House Reyne is a little bit cursed. So Kevin Reyne is still my heir, but it's going to bounce to... it could bounce to... I've actually got some Martell cousins. Roger Reyne too. So how's our family tree looking? He didn't have any children. That's annoying. So... Roger Reyne, we could... So he's half Tully. There could be a half Tully sitting the Westerland throne. Married to Rhaegar there too. Interesting how things work. Yeah, maybe we could be kings of the Westerlands and the Riverlands too. So, Rhaegar was born. Daenerys. This is essentially the Daenerys character. Magella. Roger Reyne. Do we marry her to him to a Targaryen? Because he looks like he could actually sit the Westerland throne. Interesting. Just trying to intertwine with most of the houses in Westeros. Just securing our reign, ironically. Reign, get it? Oh no, death to us part. My wife died too. Oh, we're having a fair few deaths here, so I'm 62. Well, I can remarry, actually. I could maybe try and marry Cersei. Is that a bit much, though? We kind of want House Lannister to go, but it would be the ultimate insult to get rid of House Lannister and keep Cersei and then marry her. Especially with it, but she wouldn't be the main line, but then that half Lannister line might rebel against us. She's 6, though. Yeah, when she's older. So Tyrion's been born too. Would they allow that? Oh, they're actually going to allow that, but it's going to form an alliance. I guess we can just break the alliance, because he's only got 4,000. He's looking more like Tywin now, though. Sure. So, I guess we offer that. Okay, I've just jumped ahead here 4 years. We're ready for this war. Cersei's now 11, so we're going to send that off and then ultimately go to war with Tywin to try and take the Westerland claim. Now, we're just going to do it this way, just because it's quicker to take that title. We should have got it when we took Casterly Rock, essentially. And there is another way to do it, but we need to farm like 2,500 prestige. And we're currently negative at the moment. So I'm not going to sit here for another hour just to farm that. Essentially, we were negative prestige because every time we called our allies, we lost prestige, which is silly. We should have had a mod that calling allies doesn't call that. It shouldn't bring prestige into question because they're our allies. They would come with us. Okay, so let's call our allies again. And will the betrothal be broken in the end? So you can usurp it that way. We did the right thing. We did an independence war. For some reason it bugged and we lost it. We took Casterly Rock. Yeah, we should be able to just straight up become, like, we've got Casterly Rock. And they've been, like, how can they call themselves Wardens of the West when they're sitting in the middle of nowhere? So, just to speed things up, we're already playing for an hour here today. We just need to officially make ourselves lords, like we've won. Wait, the Greyjoys are coming in to help? Interesting. Alright, so the Tullys are going to rock up now. And this should officially give us the title of Warden of the West. So that means we've had, what? 3-4 wars against the Lannisters? Oh my god! Check this out! Tywin's fighting Greyjoys that are rocked up. Yes. Fight. Fight. You got injured there too, okay. He's straight up my rival. Okay, so House Reyne on the up and up. We could probably just like straight up siege their keep now too. Like, it's so small. They've only got like 3,000 soldiers. It might just straight up capitulate them. No, not exactly. Alright, let's move south and try and take more territory from the Lannisters. Okay, so Tarbek's now coming in. Multiply the lords. And this should be done and dusted. Let's try and take Deep Den. And then I suppose we do what Tywin did. Round everyone up. Oh, wait. So we had another succession. Aerys, the Mad King, now sits. And my granddaughter is queen on the Iron Throne. So that's pretty good. Well, will be queen on the Iron Throne. Once Rhaegar inherits, if he does in this timeline. Okay. Can I take... So Cersei should be my wife. Oh, we can actually take her as a hostage. No, we can't. Oh, well. Let's enforce the demands now. Yep. And now we've taken the banners to... Oh, we're technically King Roger. I mean, because that's because of the way we went around that, taking the title at 68 years of age too. Alright, so Tywin has now been defeated. I can't make Casterly Rock my capital for some reason. That's annoying. I'd love to be like in Casterly Rock as our throne room, because Castamere now is. I guess we'd reroute the wealth. Well, where would they... I guess... No, you would just move into Casterly Rock. It's much more of a strategically important place. And we would have that marriage. Stefan is now there. Alright, so we have now won this campaign. Yeah, Kevin Reyne died, followed by Roland Reyne. So maybe it's canonically doing it, trying to extinct us. So now my second-born son, Robert, has taken, and then he married the Tully girl, so Roger Reyne is half Tully. Kind of works out, because they do look more orangey, the Reynes. And then we've got a bunch of Martells there too, so we could even intertwine those. Keep the lines a little bit straight. And then, as you can see here, we got the Tully branch. So we got Hoster. Brynden had a child. Oh, there was more Tullys too. That's cool. But we'll try and marry Cersei, I suppose. He's 68. He might be able to have a child with her. And then we have all these titles here too. So yeah, so as you can see, a little bit underwhelming here, sitting in our throne room. My main line died out, which is rather annoying. Although we've done well against the Lannisters, it has come at quite a cost, I suppose. So roleplay wise now, that we have taken the Westerlands, we're going to round up all the members of House Lannister. We are now the undisputed wardens of the West, and we have to deal with them as such. There was a marriage between Cersei and Roger, but for some reason it got annulled, or she left. The House Frey line, I'm not entirely too fussed about, but I will try and get rid of Stafford Lannister and the other branch. So it's going to be quite hard to completely destroy House Lannister, because there's the House Lannisport Lannisters too. So we're going to try and... Oh wait, Willem Darry sits on the Night's Watch. Interesting. So we'll try and offer pardons to some of the female members maybe, and try and marry them into our main line, but the men are going to be sent to the Night's Watch. So, Jason Lannister, you're a traitor to the realm in the Westerlands. You're a traitor to the Westerlands. Join the Night's Watch. Also be it. Tywin Lannister does not want to be banished to the Night's Watch. He will be dealt with by Red Rain. So this isn't going to make Ares overly too happy. But Roger's 68, so it's going to inherit... a new future reign can deal with these issues. So I don't mind some of these tyrannical traits on Roger, who's 68. He's going to die within 10 years or anyway, so... continue. Lord Kevin. As if Kevin, my ward, didn't want to join the Night's Watch. Roger being like, I thought I trained you better, boy. Gerald. Sorella. We could recruit her, but she's married to a Mallister. Yeah, so there's like two half Lannisters here that are in the Riverlands. Like, do we go after them? No, I don't think so. So let's get rid of her. She's betrothed too, so let's get rid of her. Tybalt Lannister. Not going to go on his voyage now. Podrick Lannister. Who's this? Is this like meant to be some Podrick Payne guy? Maybe. Okay, let's get rid of him. Tyrion Lannister. Won't join the Night's Watch. You can join the Night's Watch when you're younger. Alric Lannister. Oh, Tywin had another child. Jaime, join the Night's Watch. No, Jaime Lannister is going to be no more. Oh no. Quentin Lannister. No more. Oh, hey, he joined the Night's Watch, maybe. Byron. Jenna Lannister. And then that's all the Lannisters we've dealt with. These are just the others. And we should be able to marry Cersei. So, Lenora Hill has been freed. We can marry her. Devon Lannister joined the Night's Watch. Byron Lannister joined too, along with Devon Lannister. And there is a new Tarbeck Lord, who's 47, probably my nephew. So as you can see here, the main line has died out. Cersei's going to be married into me, and then she's got a distant cousins in the Night's Watch, and then like Ty and Frey and Tytos will find. So Cersei really has no choice. She will now marry Roger, so we'll set up another line. And we're going to be offered Master of Coin. Again, Lord Roger of the Westerlands is. And so, the main line through the Leffords died, unfortunately. So it's going to move to my second-born son, Lord Robert. My granddaughter has married Rhaegar, and they've got some Targaryen children. My granddaughter, yeah. My daughter did marry into House Martell. And then we've got Robert here who married a Tully. So Roger Reyne is half Tully. So a half River Lord, half Westerland is going to sit there. And then I guess I could combine that Martell claim. So then we've got like a really, really... Or we could marry her to Lenora Hill, who's she's 37. For the heir, I think that's a little bit risky doing that. We might be able to find another cousin there, though. Yeah, but if Roger and Cersei have a child, do they have a stronger claim? I think we try and combine this, though. And, yeah, marry her to the Martell. Combine that line. So, not my son, my grandson, my great-grandson will have Tully, Martell, and Reyne blood sitting on the Westerland throne, so he'll have quite a strong claim. I didn't plan it like that. I would have rathered the Targaryen princess marry her. So, wait, Aerys wants to give... Oh, wants to make her my vassal? Is she technically not? Well, she's my betrothed and wife, but... Okay, let's do that. She's also beautiful, so we should be able to get that trait. Oh, Tywin remarried to a peak. Maybe that's what Cersei's other sibling was. Let's ransom these. The realm is at war with House Massey? Why are they in rebellion? Sure. Let's serve this new King Aerys. So there's been, what, 3 Targaryen kings in this reign run. So, let's go and support them. Jeez. Nearly in his 70s now. 32 command. He's getting a little bit past it. Let's move into Massey Hook. Nice. And now we have the entirety of the Westerlands supporting and helping us out, which is ideal. Trial by combat. No. Thank you very much. Let's not go after Stone Dance. We're better off going after some of the surrounding lands. It'll be quicker. Oh, what? Robert Reyne. I guess he's 46. Died of food. Oh, I feel like House Reyne is cursed, actually. Because the amount of family members that are dropping, I feel like that's a bug or something. Yeah, maybe it's cursed or something. Interesting. Well, we've won that war. Okay, so it's going to skip. So, man, Roger Reyne just outliving everyone. Nope, we don't look at the Darkland line. So it's going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4 heirs. So Visenya Targaryen. Wait, so let's have a look at the claims. So it's going to go, like, Visenya is 3rd in line. Targaryen to House Reyne. So Roger Reyne, betrothed to the Martell. So Roger will be the next heir, half Tully. Damn. Or maybe the other lords are influencing us. Maybe... Oh, Melees is now rocked up again for a second time. I suppose we quickly go and deal with him. How is he still alive? He's in his 60s too. It does have a lot of children though, so maybe there's just going to be constantly blackfyre rebellions. Yeah, let's side with the king again. Wow. Yeah, well, my thinking would be that the Tullys and the Martells are probably influencing our politics maybe, and are trying to put the half Tully and future half Martell on the throne in the Westerlands. Alright, let's go and throw back Melees again. Oh, but Cersei and Roger have had a child. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Named him Daemon Reyne. Let's name him after my father, Robert Reyne. She's having a child called Robert. Ironic, because she married Robert Baratheon in one timeline. Craycole's the regent. Still a fair few Targaryens now, though. Yeah, I wonder if Robert will rebel in this timeline. Rhaegar wants to go against House Velaryon. Oh, we had an alliance with them at one point, because the Tarbeck woman married in there. Alright, let's move to, geez, House Estamont off the coast here. We're going to wait for support before we send 30,000 Westermen to their deaths. There's a lot of SOC there. Maybe even some Martell or Dornish assistants. I never fear the Tullys are here again. Alright. House Reyne throwing back Melees the Monstrous again. Hopefully we throw him back into the sea from whence he came. House Reyne leading the charge for the Westerlands. Nice. Not too much longer now. Okay, let's move north. Interesting that we're fighting on Estamont territory here. Well, that's 5, 6, 7 victories now. I can't see them coming back from this. Nice, Melees is now gone. We've managed to get some money out of that, which is nice. Okay, so we're still... oh, we joined Rhaegar's war there. So just bear with me. And we have to go against the Waynwoods. Dew Hill hold. Interesting. Like mountain. Okay. Oh, there's 8,000 Waynwoods besieging Storm's End. We'll definitely have to go over there and help there. Okay. Let's swing back over. Oh wait, we can just siege High Tide, because it's quite weakened. No, that's fine. Nice, so they've now capitulated, and that is probably it for this House Reyne run, unless you would like to see Roger Reyne continue this. So we've also got Robert Reyne too. So Aegon is heir to the Iron Throne after... so yeah, it's going to go Aerys, Rhaegar, and then Aegon, who is half Reyne. So we've got a Targaryen Reyne alliance there, which is quite nice. And then we've got Robert Reyne, who is Cersei Lannister's son. So House Lannister has, for all intents and purposes, been wiped out. There are some smaller members and distant family members, but not of the direct line. Some joined the Night's Watch. Alright, well, unfortunately on that note, I think it's time to wrap things up here. Roger Reyne, though, 74 years of age, absolute Chad, still alive, is now Warden of the West. Let me know if you'd like to see another part of this. If not, we'll move on to something else. So let me know in the comments, I suppose. So, oh, this is really interesting. Roger is currently master at coin away at court, so Cersei Lannister is ruling with her son. Ooh, so who's really in control of the Westerlands? Maybe a second part, you have to find out. Anyway, like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Would really appreciate it. Become a channel member. Really helps and supports the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, let me know other campaigns you would like me to do. Wouldn't mind maybe doing a Daemon Blackfyre run. I still haven't played as House Tully. There's still like the High Towers too. So there's just so many houses to play in this mod. So anyway, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.